Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Atriox. I'm back with another Mortal Kombat video. Now, I know it's been a little while since the last time we made a Mortal Kombat video, but I'm the type of person that can't just make videos to try and milk something, or like, you know, I don't know. Like, if I'm not emotionally invested in the video I'm making, I kind of don't want to make it. You know what I mean? Because like I'll sit there and I'll do the whole recording, and then if I don't like it while I'm editing, I'll just scrap it and just be like, nah, I just don't want to do it. So Mortal Kombat, I haven't really had a spark of what I wanted to do recently, so I haven't really been making a lot of Mortal Kombat videos. I've been doing like my rivals, so we've been doing First Descendant and yada yada. Like, I don't like forcing content. Like, I don't want to try to ever feel like it's forced. Like, I like making authentic, videos that I want to make, and I just didn't feel like there was anything I felt like talking about with in regards to Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? But yeah, outside of like, the Fortnite stuff, and even then, like, I didn't even want to cover the Fortnite stuff because I'm not a I'm not a fan of Fortnite. I'm not like a Fortnite player. That's why you'll never see Fortnite on the channel, regardless if there's like a collaboration with Mortal Kombat. Like, you're not gonna see that from me because I don't want to force content on the channel that I don't personally enjoy myself. So I'll never do that. But anyways, so I kind of just want to revisit, maybe, what was it, like last year when the leaker came out and said that Mortal Kombat 1 was done after the DLC. Now, a lot of content creators made a bunch of videos talking about how that this was the end of Mortal Kombat 1, only a year into its life cycle, a year and like 2 months. It was at that time, it was a year and 2 months. So at that time, everybody was coming out making their videos about, if this is the end of Mortal Kombat 1, blah 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 blah, myself included. I don't exclude myself from that. I definitely made a video about that, but that's more of like an emotional response type thing. And after like a week or two after I did the video and I just sat down, I think this was really after I made that video about what I want in the next Mortal Kombat game, or it was one of those videos. I try to remember. I think it was that video where I just sat down and I was thinking about it. I'm just like, Mortal Kombat 1 might not be done. And like, from that point, I've said it in multiple videos that we've had that I made for Mortal Kombat recently. I kept saying I don't think Mortal Kombat 1 is done because of how they're talking about Mortal Kombat 1 and how Ed Boon was constantly, talking about it. And for me, I think I said it, like I even had a conversation with Super on one of his videos about Mortal Kombat 1 not continuing with Mortal Kombat 1 would be a mistake, because he was arguing that I mean, he wasn't arguing, it was like a friendly debate. So he was saying that he thinks it could be another game. Personally, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be another story DLC, because with a game, it'll take a lot longer to get all the stuff worked out, and you won't really be able to capitalize on popularity right now. Like, that's my thing. I think it needs to be capitalized this year or like beginning of next year. Because think about it this way, right? So right now, recently we had the Fortnite, Mortal Kombat Fortnite collaboration. Boom, that's bringing people from Fortnite to Mortal Kombat, right? So let's bring in a new boom of it and getting more people interested in the game. Then, mind you, we're in what, April, May, June, July, August, October, 5 months from now. Mortal Kombat, the second movie will be releasing in theaters. Okay, so around that time, they're also bringing movie skins from the Mortal Kombat movie into the game. Also, I'm sure they'll keep adding costumes from Deception and all that stuff to get people hyped up for it. But right now, I think there's a lot of radio silence, just because I think they're working on the DLC, and I really hope, if they are working on a story DLC, that it revolves around Shao Kahn and Onaga. Like, having Onaga be the center point after speaking on his name the entire time, and I'm fine with this being the last DLC they put out for the game, which this will be fine for me. 2 years worth of content going to, and possibly getting a Combat Pack 3 would be great for the game. I think I'd be satisfied with that, and until the next game comes out. I mean, so for me, like, that's kind of like what I've been saying, that I think that there's going to be another story DLC. I've been saying that since for the last, like, for the last couple months now. So I say all that because everyone's posting a video now about the story DLC, Mortal Kombat possibly making another story DLC. But I've been on that train. I've been on that train for months, saying that I thought Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't done. So honestly, these rumors don't surprise me at all. Like, they don't surprise me because I've been on that boat where I felt like Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't done and that there was more to add to the game. Because it's something about it just feels incomplete. And with all that they've done for Mortal Kombat 1, with new character special moves, with like the different features they've added to the game, and the way Mortal Kombat 1 is probably in the best state in its life cycle at this point. So like it makes sense to just keep maximizing on that and bring it, because like I was watching, and I'm probably gonna I made a reaction to one of Max's videos. Max made a video talking about the state of fighting games. It was like a recent one, but I felt like I wanted to wait till at least a week has gone by so Max can get all his views. I don't want to just like leech on to another content creator's video. I'd rather it be like a week, and then once the week is over, then I'll post a video and give you my reaction to it. It's like a 40-minute reaction all in all. I think Max had a lot of good points, and like one thing he said in that video was that back when the fighting games were all good, Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat was in a bad state. Like, you know, Street Fighter and Tekken were in a great state at that time because, you know, they were new and like they did the same. They did a lot of the good things. But Mortal Kombat at that time, we were dealing with the monetization, we was dealing with the fatalities, pricing, and all these other things. And then at that time, everyone's like, "Hey, the fighting game is good right now," but it was for us, Mortal Kombat fan, it really wasn't, because we wanted Mortal Kombat to be in a better state than what it was. So then, fast forward a year later, pretty much, and now Mortal Kombat is pretty much the best it's been in its life cycle. And now the other games, people are having problems with that. It's just weird how like it just switches on its head depending on like what time period of a life cycle you're in. You know what I mean? Because like I was talking, what Max was saying, he was saying Street Fighter is good, but it just feels repetitive, and there hasn't been any real changes outside of it. And then he was talking about Tekken, where he was just like, Tekken is just a bunch of changes that just like really mess with the game, and people don't like it. And mind you, I don't really play those other games, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I've thought about playing Street Fighter and Tekken, but I haven't really had a chance to. I think eventually at one point I will start playing those games. Actually, I've always liked Street Fighter, even as a kid, but Mortal Kombat's always been like my favorite fighting game out of those three. But you know, like I say that to say, it's just like, it's weird how it just things switch up, and like I feel like right now it'd be such a good spot for them to just keep going, make more DLC, like do it. And if I do have a request for this next DLC, if they do come out with a combat pack, please don't put so many guest characters. Like, if this is gonna be the last combat pack, like just put like 2 guest characters. You could put 2, and then just put the rest Mortal Kombat characters. Like, get people's favorite ones. Get Jade in here. Get Sonya in here. And so what other characters people want, insert the ones you want below. It doesn't really matter. But anyways, I know I kind of was rambling a little bit there, but I just wanted to just kind of like set the stage of what this video is going to be about. The video is going to be talking about the rumors that Mortal Kombat 1 is not done with story DLC yet. There's more going. This is an article by Game Rant, so I kind of wanted to just talk about it with you guys. So let me get rid of the Facebook page. Yeah, I had to make sure I kept it, because I saw this popped up on my Google feed, and I was like, you know what, we're gonna go check it out. So all right, so basically this is the article, right? So Mortal Kombat 1 could be getting another story DLC. NetherRealm is rumored to be developing a new story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1. Fans are disappointed by the rumored cancellation of Combat Pack 3, and recently uncovered info suggests that Mortal Kombat 1 may not be abandoned after all. Like, this is why, like, I've always chosen from the beginning of this page, and you guys know, like, my page, this Mortal Kombat page kind of came to being right as Mortal Kombat 1 got announced. Like, I hadn't made other videos on the channel, but it was like never a big thing. I didn't really get serious about really making content on the channel until Mortal Kombat 1 kind of got announced. So let's get into this, and let's talk about what's in the article. I haven't read the article yet, so I'll be reading it along with you guys. So here we go. NetherRealm Studios is rumored to be working on a new story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1. While the studio has remained mostly secretive about the game's future, newly surfaced information suggests that it may be developing a long-awaited Mortal Kombat 1 DLC that some fans have believed have been canceled. And if this is true, I don't remember which leaker has said it, but there was a leaker that said that there was a story DLC planned and Sonya was gonna be a part of it. And if that's true, bro, I hope Sonya is a part of the game. Honestly, like if she's not, whatever, it is what it is. I'll just see her in the next game. But yeah, I really hope Sonya comes to the game. I would love to see Sonya in this game. But anyways, be canceled. Okay, back in 2024, rumors claimed that NetherRealm had scrapped plans for the Mortal Kombat 1 Combat Pack 3. At that time, leakers suggest that the decision was due to poor sales of the Chaos Reigns expansion. Though the developer never addressed these claims, the rumored Combat Pack 3 was expected to expand Mortal Kombat 1's campaign, which left fans disappointed by the news of its cancellation. However, it now appears that the campaign expansion might still be in development after all. So, for me, I'm excited about the fact of another story deal. So you guys know me, I love lore stuff, I love story stuff, I love like just talking about it. You guys remember like during Chaos Reigns, if you were part of the channel, I was speculating on what I thought the story could be, even though I was kind of right about a lot of the things that I thought. So for me, I love that experience because I can just keep making videos and just talk and have stuff to talk about. Like I love when you speculate and stuff when you only have the trailer to go on. So for me, it would be awesome, bro. And then we'll get the MK community talking again about possible story details and story things and even new things we could see. Cause like you guys, I know you guys seen it. Like it's been all over like social media stuff where they've had Harakiris, just things kind of like that popping up, and like bringing Harakiris back to Mortal Kombat would be so fire, bro. Like I would love for that to come back. Cause what we had Animalities come back in the last big update with the Chaos Ring. So having Animalities and Harakiris in the same game would be so freaking cool. And I'm sorry, like I really meant to record this video earlier in the day, but I kind of like I've been working, so yeah, that's kind of why like this video's kind of come out on the later side now. But anyways, that's not important. Okay, so according to a newly job listing, NetherRealm appears to be hiring a senior animator to support its story mode campaign. The listing also mentions its experience with martial arts / fighting game as a qualification, further fueling speculation about a possible Mortal Kombat 1 story expansion. Okay, so while the position could be tied to an unannounced project or a new fighting game IP, the fact that NetherRealm is only hiring for a single senior animator and hasn't shown signs of a broader team expansion suggests it may be working on one of its existing titles, most likely Mortal Kombat 1. This is exactly what it means. Because think about it this way, even if you don't believe Ed Boon for what he said, when the game was first getting announced, he constantly said this is going to be the longest Mortal Kombat being supported that they've ever done. What sense would it have made if only a year and 2 months into their life cycle that they would just scrap the game, especially when Mortal Kombat has had good sales? Like say what you want, you can love or hate the game, but the game has had good sales compared to Warner Brothers' other games. Like why would you scrap this game? It makes no sense, because this game, it wasn't a flop. It wasn't Death of the Justice League. It wasn't any of those other games. It wasn't Gotham Knights. Like Mortal Kombat has done well, and like whether you like the cameo system or not, we can at least say that much. It's like Mortal Kombat has sold well, and honestly, it's a Mortal Kombat game. It's going to sell well. So like for me, I think them having a good IP out there and them to keep pushing that IP out, it wouldn't make sense to cancel the game. That's all I'm gonna say. Especially if you have something that's working, you keep going. You don't just cancel it because, oh, we're gonna back out. We made the money when we need to, and we're gonna make another game. Because think about it, like them jumping ship off of Mortal Kombat 1 and going right into another game would not make sense. And like, let's be honest, Mortal Kombat 11 left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. If they did that with this game, it'll leave a lot of bad. It was like, bro, what hope would actual fans of the series have towards the next game? Like, I wouldn't have much hope, if I'm being honest. If we have two Mortal Kombat games that just ended up sucking, what hope for the third, the next game coming after this one would there be? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, just as, not even speaking as a content creator, but speaking as a fan of the series, if there's two bad games back to back, I'm gonna assume the next game's gonna be just as bad or even worse. So like, for me, continuing to support in Mortal Kombat 1 is the important part, because if we can get Mortal Kombat 1 into a good state, because like I feel like Mortal Kombat 11 was one patch away from being a really good game, and like I know there's a lot of people that felt that way. Like I felt like Mortal Kombat 11 was doing good, even though I wasn't a huge fan of the combat system in Mortal Kombat 11. There was a lot of things that I actually did enjoy with the game. So I say that is like I just don't want them to end the service of Mortal Kombat 1 as quickly. And with this and with the rumors and the job listing, it just makes sense for Mortal Kombat 1 to keep going. And I think that's what they're gonna end up doing. Okay, so although Mortal Kombat 1's initial campaign rebooted the lore, fans generally welcomed the new storyline. Who did? Who did? Because I know a lot of people that didn't really like the story. I mean, I'm sure there is a good chunk of the community that does like it, but like, I don't know. There's certain parts of the story that I felt like could have been fleshed out better, and they could have left it not changed and adapted different stories within the because there's been different stories. Like I said, I think the Kuai Liang being Scorpion thing was a big mistake on their part, and I think that they could have had the same effect with Bi-Han and Scorpion Hanzo being best friends. So I think that could have been a better story versus just changing Hanzo out of the Mortal Kombat lore and now trying to find a spot for Hanzo, because you're not gonna continue without adding Hanzo back into the game. I feel like they kind of pigeonholed themselves with a certain decision that they had made. But anyways, let's keep going. Many had hoped that the developer would spend on all the DLCs, which briefly happened with the release of the Chaos Reigns expansion. However, some of the subsequent updates made any attempt to further develop the campaign. In January 2025, Mortal Kombat 1 received a major update that added Conan the Barbarian as a playable character. This was followed by a March pass that introduced the T-1000 and Madame Bo, along with the series of gameplay improvements. Although none of Mortal Kombat 1's recent updates expanded the story, they were well received by the fans. Based on the game's concurrent players treads on Steam, it could even be argued that these updates contributed to a slight uptick in player activity. If the rumors are true and NetherRealm has new hires is indeed working on the second story expansion, fans might have reason to hope for a potential revival of the game. A new DLC could draw lapsed players back in and give current players more reasons to stay engaged with waiting for the next installment of the series. Now, okay, so that's the end of the article, and let's see what these people have to say. I just hope NetherRealm doesn't repeat the same mistakes they made in the launch of Chaos Reigns. Injustice 3, Marvel vs. DC coming? No, not happening. Oh well, I've beaten this game and have tore it up piece by piece, getting nearly every achievement. That's not important. The worst part of the entire game is getting another part. Just make more characters. Don't even need to spend the money on guests. Just make more Mortal Kombat characters. No more guest characters. Yeah, see, people are just like are tired of guest characters. I think Mortal Kombat 1 has enough guest characters, if I'm being honest. But you know, I know they want to sell the combat pack for more people to get it, and I think guest characters has just like always been just a good way of doing that. So I say all this to say, after reading this article and like now they're knowing that knowing that they have put up a job listing, I'm almost, I want to say probably 70-30 that there is a good chance there's going to be a good chance of Mortal Kombat 1 getting a new story expansion. I really hope it is, and if it is, I hope it has something to do with Shao Kahn and Onaga. Please Onaga. Well, Onaga has been mentioned so much in the last couple of games, and I feel like it needs to come back. Like, stop teasing Onaga to come back. Just pull the trigger, bro. Pull the trigger, and you don't even have to kill Onaga at the end of the story. You could just have it be a cliffhanger. Like, that's fine with me, and then Onaga be the big bad of the next game. That would be crazy good. And please, if this is the last story expansion, end the time crap. That's all I'm asking for. The main thing I want is the time stuff to be done with. As I've said it in a video when I was talking about what I want in the next game. I think having the last DLC of the game and the time stuff would be a great step, and then it would be a good step for the next game, because without the restrictions of any of the time stuff that they have going on in Mortal Kombat or have had going on in Mortal Kombat, I think can be a step in the right direction. Because if we're being honest, Mortal Kombat and the NRS era has too much time stuff going on. They've had multiple games where they've just leaned on the crutch of time to just tell a story. The good thing about the old Mortal Kombat games was that They didn't need that crutch. They didn't need timelines and parallel and good Liu Kangs and evil Liu Kangs and good Shang Tsuns and evil Shang Tsuns. They didn't need that because they knew how to tell a story. And I feel like Mortal Kombat 1 needs to get back to that. They need to get back to the basics of what made Mortal Kombat so great. And that is the story. The story and the way characters interacted with each other, the fighting mechanics, like get back to what made you guys so good. And like the next game, I hope is a banger. I'm honestly not. Mortal Kombat 1, in my opinion, could still be saved and revived, even like if that's the word people want to use. Even though I don't think the Mortal Kombat 1 is in a bad state, I think it's in a good state right now. But I think if you can really capitalize it and make it stand out amongst the fighting game community right now, if you do everything the right way. And it's going to be up to NetherRealm to really get to do what they have to do. I think they need to add Su Chen and Harumi as playable characters. Even like I think they need to introduce new female characters and have a female guest character in this one. Bring Xena as a female guest character into the game. Bring Enchantress. Like bring some female guest characters. Like that's also another weird thing that I don't know why they never add a female guest character. Very odd, but whatever. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. I kind of wanted to talk about like just Mortal Kombat 1 story expansion being rumored, and I think that there's some truth to these rumors because obviously you literally seen the job posting, and I think hopefully in this expansion we'll get Harumi's guest character, like they said. Well, did they ever say she was gonna be a guest character? I don't remember if the voice actor ever said that she was gonna be a guest character. Oh, it is what it is. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Cause like I said, I've always thought that Mortal Kombat was not done, especially like after giving myself some time to think about it after the initial leak of the game being canceled. But I think where I really, my mindset really changed was when there were so many different conflicting reports of the game being canceled, but the story, but the DLC for Combat Pack 3 was different between all the different leakers. So I think that's when like I started shifting away from the fact that I thought the game was done, especially with all the updates, adding character moves and all that stuff that they've added to the game. I think Mortal Kombat 1 isn't done, and I think there's going to be some more stuff to go. But yeah, like I said, I kind of wanted to just talk about this, you know, because I think it's important to talk about, especially, you know, this is the most news we've had about Mortal Kombat in a minute. I feel like outside of the collaboration and the story in the movie for the actual Mortal Kombat movie. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just, you know, I'm gonna start posting again. Like I'm kind of working 2 jobs now, so I'm gonna post when I can. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and if there's anything you guys want to hear me talk about as well, you can put it there and we can sit there and I'll make a video about it and we'll talk about it and just see where it goes from there. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace.